Hey everyone, Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the 5-inch I-Step running boards in black, fitting 2019 and newer Ram 1500 crew cabs. Now, clean and simple is the name of the game here, and if you're looking for steps like that for your truck, these are going to be just your speed. Featuring a large step pad and a really agreeable price, there's actually a lot to like about these steps. As is the case with a lot of things, when it comes to running boards and side steps, sometimes simple is best. What you really need your side steps to do is to give you a stable place to put your feet in order to access the cabin, roof, or bed space of your truck quickly and safely. And these I-Step boards we have here today accomplish exactly that. Now, as the name would imply here, these entire steps are 5 inches wide from stem to stern. So completely side to side, they are a full 5 inches wide. And of course, they are going to span the full length of your truck's wheelbase. Now, what that means is that you've got a big wide step to get your feet planted on. As opposed to some more stylized options, these are going to allow you plenty of access to the cabin or bed space, or even the roof should you need it. The top of the step surface is a non-slip ABS plastic pad, and it has plenty of grip for your shoes no matter how messy it might get outside. And in a world where side steps and Nerf bars are predominantly chunky, angular, and aggressive looking, these are in fact really thin and clean. As a matter of fact, from certain angles, you might not even notice them right away once they're mounted on the truck. Now, personally, I like a side step that is a bit more on the subtle side, and the thin design here means that these are going to give you the step space you need with a look that won't distract from other elements of your truck. Now, the compromise here is that these are not very off-road oriented because they do hang a bit low, and again, they're quite long. So they do cut into your ground clearance somewhat. However, unless you're doing some pretty serious off-roading, likely that's not going to be an issue for you. It's just a trade-off you have to make with these sorts of things. While higher clearance options won't impact off-roading, they don't offer the same amount of access as these do, and they might cost a bit more. So if you're driving mostly on the street, these are going to keep your truck looking nice and sleek while providing you plenty of access, and they're not going to blow out your budget either. The bars themselves are made from aluminum, which we always sing the praises of. It's lightweight, it's very strong, and there's a lot of good qualities here that make it excellent for a running board like this one. Now, that aluminum material is topped off with a black powder coat finish and the plastic non-slip pad that we mentioned earlier. And of course, you get all the hardware and matching brackets you need for a complete package. And in fact, these are all pretty lightweight too, and they come finished in a nice gloss black powder coat for extra protection against rust and corrosion. But the price might actually be the biggest selling point here. Coming in at about $275, these are one of the most affordable sets of steps you can get for this gen of Ram. Now, of course, you could spend a lot more on fancy electronic steps or something like that, but these are going to look good and get the job done, and they don't cost a ton of money. And sometimes that's the best option. When it comes to installation, we're going to give these a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you can expect the job to take you about 2 hours to complete. Now, this is a totally bolt-on job. You don't need to modify anything on your truck, so it should all go together pretty quickly. And you get everything you need included in the kit, short of your tools. So with that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process.
For this install, you need a 3/8 ratchet and a 13mm socket. All right, today we're going to be installing some side steps on our Ram. So let's get started. All right, now we're gonna go underneath our truck, and you'll see there's gonna be 3 locations with 3 studs. That's where we're gonna mount our 3 brackets over with our supplied hardware. All right, now we're gonna come up to our front bracket, put it over our studs. We have our supplied flat washers, and then our supplied nuts. And then we're gonna grab our ratchet with our 13mm socket and tighten them down. All right, now you go ahead and do the same thing for the other 2 brackets on this side. All right, now we have our new step ready. What we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our mounting brackets. Now we have our brackets, you will see we have the curve up here. We're gonna grab our supplied studs, slide them through, they will lock in. Grab a hold of them, and they're going to lock in just by turning sideways, and then those studs will line up over the brackets that we already installed on the truck. All right, now we're just gonna set our step onto our brackets, and we'll line up our studs once we get underneath. All right, now we have our studs through our brackets and our steps adjusted where we want. We're gonna grab our flat washer and supplied nut and put them on each stud. All right, and we'll take our ratchet and 13mm socket, tighten them down. All right, now you just go ahead and do the same thing for the other two mounting locations. All right, now that we have this side all mounted, you can go ahead and repeat the same process for the other side. All right, and that wraps up our install of our 5-inch I-Step running boards, colored black, for our 2019 and newer Ram 1500 crew cab. And remember, for everything Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.